Hello everybody and welcome to the stream. Right, let me just sort a few things out because I've had to use a temporarily different timer than the one I normally use, so bear with me. I'd have normally done all this off screen, well not off screen but in the background, and I didn't want it to show what I was doing. There we go, that goes there. We need this. Hope you guys and girls are well, enjoying the day. Hope you can hear me and hope you can see everything alright. I will change over to the game screen soon. Let me do that now. And then jump back in. Right, okay, it's Korea. Let's go into the Leadfoot. Continue. Thought I'd just catch up with you guys. Hope you all had a good Easter. Hope you haven't eaten too much chocolate and regretting it. Anyway. Well, you're taking an eternity to load, aren't you? Right. Jump in. Right, cool. Cool beans. Right, what have I done since the last episode? If you guys have seen the last episode or watching this at a later date, I have... wow, it's been a bit very laggy. Right. I've been doing a bit of work again. I have been spending some money as well. I did say in the last episode that I would do some shopping on screen, but I managed to sort of like go along and sort of spend some money. I managed to buy this field over here, is field 10. And I've limed everything. I've got everything good to go for the next session of farming, so to speak. I'm thinking about buying a seeder. I'm not sure what sort of seeder I'm thinking about buying. There are the seeders in here, I think. Nope, don't want that one. I want that one. I was thinking about getting that. I've got one of these already. Or getting that. How many horsepower is that? It's 180. Most of my stuff should be able to pull that, apart from the smaller tractor. That's got 6 meter header on it, where this one only has 3. So that's a lot bigger. A lot more bang for your buck. I've heard these got problems, or had problems. I don't know if they ever got sorted out or not. I might just lease it. I don't want to waste any money on it. Let's just crack on anyway. Let's jump in as a tractor. Again, guys and girls, let me know if you can hear me and see me alright. Everything's alright. Sorry, it was a bit on the laggy side. Don't know what that's all about. I've probably got something running in the background. Let's just tab out and see if I can sort some of this out. I know I've got quite a fair few things running that I need. That I don't need. That I need. That I need. That I don't need. That definitely can go. And so we can move that for now. That should sort of free up a bit of space. Might affect the gameplay though. Right. Let's reset the track guy on, sit right rather than slouching on my chair. Let's It's looking better so far. It's not lagging so much. Right, as you can see, I'll show you what I've been spending some of the hard-earned money on. I bought this case over here. Now, a lot of you people might be thinking, why did I go for the case and not the John Deere? Reason is, it was more practical because you can change the tyres out on it. I did fancy the John Deere admittedly, but I was just like, nah. This is more practical for the farm. This is what I need. And I've jumped straight to JCB. Let's back into this one. That's it. I've updated course play as well. As you can see, up sort of like latest current version, or as was from yesterday, latest current version. My wheel isn't on. That's a good start. Now it is. There we go. That's better. Right. Sure it was on, but it's probably just been a bit pedantic. Right. So let's jump in to the seeder. I'm going to start off with just a small seeder for now. I don't know if this is going to work actually, because this is a front seeder, so this may go horribly wrong, so forgive me in advance, because this is the first time I've tested this seeder on my course plate. This front, in my last episode I was saying to you guys how it didn't like the front seeders on this. I don't see why it shouldn't, but it might miss it altogether, and the header may be too wide for it. Jumping cab. I can't see where I'm going though, that's the downside. And they've changed quite a lot of the aspects of course play now, and the way the functionality actually works. It has been a while. Can you hear me? Can you see everything alright? How's you going, Sinky? Well, no, it's just every time I go to think about doing a stream, it's either way too late or I'm just too tired, and I just think, oh, I'm just going to muck it up. I've been having some thoughts actually. Actually, I looked at your I've got to send it to you actually. I've got to send a picture message. I looked at your site and it's weird because on your YouTube page it says no content on the latest content available. I know you haven't uploaded in a while. It's weird. I'll send you a picture message of what I found when I get a minute. Hope you can. I hope you can hear what I'm saying. Well, it's coming with my sound bar says it's like it says it's active, but it might be different to the. Yeah, you haven't loaded for a long while, isn't it? It's been a while since you last updated. Sounds fine, cool, thank you sir. Right, so we're on field 12. If I bring up course play, and what do I want to do? I want to go seed and fertilising, don't I? Fertilising and seeding. Yeah, it's all different now. You've got the settings all slightly different. You have to sort of like select it in different sections. If I go, just gotta find it better. Certain covers do line. It caught me out yesterday when I updated it, and I was like, oh my word, how do I get around this? And I sort of learnt bits of it and didn't learn it all. I'm going to make sure I've got the right size head on it. Working width, minimum distance 100%, feel 100%. Is it in settings? No. And that one. Fuel safe advanced, activated. Covers automatic waiting time. Okay, I'm just gonna go there. Go back a bit. Over here. There's a bit of a weird one on this. The reason I had to cultivate and all this before putting the lime down, because the last crop was we did, as you guys know, we did cotton. For some odd reason, when you try put it down, wherever you've run over the cotton patches, it wouldn't put lime down. It just left it as blank. To do this, go back in here. Fertilising season, course generation. Okay. If I select that one, generate course. Cool. It should work out. And now if I go down to seeds, just field 12. You say this caught me out a lot, and I'm just trying to get my head back around it again. It's similar but different. The way that they've activated the course play on this is really weird now. It's just like not what I'm used to. I know that they left the option open for both, but for some odd reason they don't want to do that now. They just say you've got to go into course generation in order to activate. It makes life a bit easier, but makes life a bit harder at the same time. You just got used to the way things are. Start at first waypoint. Turn the beacons off. Drive course. You see now it's lowering. Oh, it does that. Let's see if this works. This may or may not work. So if it don't, I've got a backup plan. For aspects, I think I might buy this seeder here because it's wider. 76 grand. I've heard nothing but problems with the Vagastat seeders. They don't work. In the old patch, that was when the fact game first came out. I haven't heard anyone using any of these since. For cultivators, I was thinking sort of like one of these larger ones. I've got one of these already. I might get one of these. How many horsepower is that? 200. See, I don't want to over limit. That one's 220. 140. 5 meters, 6 meters. So that's only meter. I've got one of them already. 220. So I'll go to my garage. Sorry, peeps. Sorry, Sinky. I'm just seeing what I've got. So that's 270. That can pull it. That can pull it. That can pull it. So at least the 3 tractors can pull it. The only thing it can't is the Fendt. The only downside to this one is also it doesn't actually seed as we go along. The other one may do, but I may have to make a different course this one, because this is a wider seed ahead. So what I might do is I'll record, I'm going to do a test recording, because this is a slightly wider, because again in the last episode I drove, I'm just going to test it off along here quickly. I drove, drove really close to it. I drove like that, more or less, alongside it, and that, I can see that clashing, yeah, and being a problem. It will still go, but it needs to be there. So let me just fill this up. Let's change. So we need to fill up the seed first. And again, the two slots on this don't open up at the same time. It's only one or t'other. It's a bit annoying. Bring up the help box. Again, late delayed reaction. Seeds, please. Now, again, because this has got two covers on it, will it be a factor? It now has to decide between the two. This would be a factor if I drive along here. If the tip point comes up, which it does, cool. So I've got some fertiliser around the corner here, so I'm going to fill it up with this stuff first. Now it automatically opens on these, as we all know. That stuff in it, because it doesn't automatically open on these over here. It's a bit of a pain. Right, cool. What I'll do is I'll drive down, get rid of the box because we don't need that right now. And this is also another factor of this, with this seeder, it takes up so much road. You've got to be mindful of that. So again, this is not something I wouldn't have thought you'd be driving along with this, because no way, if this is not a very practical sowing machine for a farmer, I don't think, because look at the width of it. It doesn't fold up. I don't think it does anyway. I'll try it. Nope, it doesn't fold up or anything. I don't know if in real life it would. I don't think it would. It doesn't look like it would. So they'd have to make sure they drive that on a farm that doesn't have any roads. Well, they'd have to drive it to a point where they're on private land, not on public roads. I'm going to drive this again. This seems like rinse and repeat from the last a few episodes back when I showed you guys how to do this. Right. Of course, I've forgotten how to bring up. It's because I had to change it off of this. It's Control and Delete, I think. Yeah. Let's change that in the options again. Right click. It's only because I was using the front loader on this and it kept on coming up. So that should do that, and that should do that. Now, the newest version of this, for the people that are going to download the newest version of this, you've got a little mini HUD. And again, when I first loaded up the game, I was like, why is it telling me there's no courses in there? You can turn it on and off in the settings. If you go into the little cogwheel, it says mini hard on or off. And as you see, look, it's on the bottom there. It is annoying, but not at the same time. Oh, I better try that again. Start course recording. I can minimise that for now. Get rid of the map as well. Oops. Because we know where we're going. Well, I know where I'm going anyway. Because this is where it's going to get tricky along here, because now I know I need to be over on this side of the road with this size header. It's going to always wipe out some signs or another. In fact, I'm going to change view again, because I'd rather be outside the cab with this cedar on than inside the cab. I can now sweep out to there. Again, I'm going to be on this side of the road in order to minimise any sort of like contact with other vehicles. I'm going to come back out because I'm going to hit that pole. Go back in. I might have to get rid of the cedar. Oh yeah, see? Problems. I'm going to trade this cedar in, I think, because this is just impractical for this farm. Why am I stuck? It's like, see Daggerwin making this mistake. Yeah, this thing is definitely impractical. I'm going to get rid of it. As much as I like the fact it's got, I just need something a bit smaller. Well, not smaller, but foldable. So this is going. I'm going to empty out the grains here. I think it's I to empty, isn't it? Yeah. Go and sell this, because it was fine while I was not using courseplay, but it's no good. I've got courseplay going, because I can see it being more of a hindrance than a help. So I'm going to go and sell this now while we've got the money. It's a bit of shopping now. We've got the money. I just don't see this as being a practical cedar. Whoa! As I crashed into a tree. This is rubbish. It's fine if you just like you're potting around on your own farmland, and you don't have to worry about any other vehicles coming up and down the lanes. But if you're having to worry about stuff like that, you're going to soon run into problems all the time. This map isn't great either. I think the American map's got slightly wider roads, but I'd still think you'd run into problems like the side posts and sell it. No, repair it, sell it, please. Thank you. Let's go over to the shop quickly. And let's look at the cedars and see what we can at. I'm really hesitant because I've heard, again, I'm going to have to gamble this. I don't want to. Shall I hire it? What do you reckon? Shall I hire it and see if it works? Yeah, lucky it wasn't the lake. Yeah, I'd have had to fish it back out again. See, that's a bit too. It's the same. 270 for that. That's 180. See that? I don't want. That's the same sort of size as I've already got. That that's 4 meters, isn't it? That's again same problem. That's at least that's foldable. I reckon that's going to fold up nicely behind the tractor. Hire. Yep, I'm going to hire it. That way, if it doesn't work, I can just return it back to the shop. It's a good idea, I think. And if it does work, I can then just buy one. Seems a waste because I'm going to be having to buy it again, even though I've just hired one. But actually, that seems a lot better. Look at that. Now, if this works, this will work already with what I've got. I won't need to worry about doing a separate sort of course for the wider heads. Now the only problem with this one, I've just seen the problem with this, it doesn't have a separate, doesn't have fertilizer. It doesn't bother me too much. Has the bigger one got one? See, that has, hang on, it says seed and fertilizer though. Was it the seed? No, seed and fertilizer. There's the bigger one got. See that? Again, it's just cedar. It doesn't bother me too much because I can just I can drive a course up and down with the fertilizer, to be fair. And that works with something else, with a weight. It's a bit rubbish, really. None of the seeders really. Rubbish selection of seeders. I know there's a few mods on the mod hub. But again, there's one that's similar to the 15 one. But I can just do some courses doing some fertilising, to be fair. It's not too much of a hardship. Let's just test this out, see if this works straight off the bat. Actually, you've got to drive up and get some seed from out of that bin over there. Just well, we did hire it and didn't buy it. If we'd bought it, we'd be like, no, it doesn't have a seeder. It doesn't have fertilising on it. Well, that carries a lot of seed, doesn't it? Open, says me. Right. To be fair, the amount of fertiliser that these seeders typically use anyway is very minimal. And I can use the same course anyway, because that'll drive past those fertiliser bowsers. I just hope it works with both the tanks, that's all. Right, so let's try this again. The problem is I've not taken into account this extra trailer. Just hope it's enough. There's only one way of finding out. Let's drive up to here. Make sure it's on wheat. Yeah, it is on wheat. Yeah, extend that out. Sit it roughly here. So fertilizer and seeding, course generation. This field generate. Actually, I didn't do the measuring back. I didn't do the other bit of it. Where is it? Oh, it's set to 6 meters anyway, so that's fine. Course generation. Generate. Thank you. Where are you? Was field 13, wasn't it? Yeah. My lucky number. Drive course at first waypoint. Drive. I think that's just started seeding. There we go. That should be going off and away. See how this dude's doing? Yeah, he's doing alright. It's be interesting to see if this works now. Can I get him to so he doesn't turn on field? Where is it? Is it this one? No, it's this one, isn't it? No. Again, they've moved everything around. Turn on field. Get activated. So he can just come up and around and back again. Same with the other dude. He can do the same. We'll do that. Turn on field. Deactivated. Because otherwise it waste a lot of time just backing up. You find yourself just waiting for them to back up, and it's like you could be round if you just turn around. If it got a tight field with a very narrow margin between fences and stuff where they could potentially collide, then it works out in your favour. Thankfully, crop destruction, they don't do crop destruction. So how's your Easter then, Sinky? Was it alright? Did you eat much chocolate? Quite a bit. I'll grab a drink in a sec as well. Let's do that one. Right, let's... While they're doing that, let's see... I haven't got any others. These don't... Do these? These don't plant I need them to plant, do they? I think they're planters. That's again too wide. I don't want to risk a chocolate biscuit. How much can the vent tow? I know it's quite a powerful machine, and actually we've got the this bad boy over here. But again, we go back to the same problem. The seeders are no good. That's really rubbish. I've tried that. Although it's very narrow, it's 3 meters. It's the same. Well, it's actually smaller than this. It just takes forever to do big fields with it. That Hosh, that might be worth a go. It's 104 grand. Again, might have to hire it and see if it works before. Brilliant. Yeah, I sat out in it this morning and had a bit of sketching and stuff. I was trying to draw on, as you know, I was trying to draw on some notepads and the stuff, and it's just like it went terribly wrong. I'm just rubbish at drawing. Dear. I might have to hire that. That's what I might have to hire. It's got 9 meters. What's its 270? And I don't think my tractor can pull that. Massey probably can. That's 280. Yeah, so it's going to be a struggle. That's 270. It's 280. The fence definitely not going to be able to pull it. I'm going to rent it. I'm going to rent it out. I know it seems a bit... Lease. Lease then we save a little bit of money initially, because if they work out, I can return them back to the shop and then buy them again and actually keep them on the farm. Yeah, someone else told me you can use a combine, but I don't see how that works because it doesn't have a PTO shaft. But someone else said to me you can use a combine to do it. I was like, no, that's never going to work. I think I saw a YouTuber do a video of it with it, and it just looked weird. And I'm going the wrong way. Or am I going this way? I need to go back down this way. Got to put beacons on. Beacon view. I'm driving like a loon. Some of them do, some don't. That one doesn't need a PTO, does it? But some of them do, like the saddleback ones, as I call them, do. They need a PTO. Yeah, this one's just toes on its own steam, doesn't it? Doesn't need a PTO on this one. I'm sure if I can actually... Ooh, wow, I almost got hit by a Volvo. I'd have been lost in that one. Like this one, I think that's got PTO. If I try and pan. Oh no, maybe it doesn't. I'm sure there's one I've seen does. The front might need a PTO on this. No, it doesn't. I'm sure one of these seeders does. These over here might. Yeah, these need a PTO. Look, it's got a PTO slot in it. I don't know. Again, I don't think so. Harrows don't. I don't think they do. Let's go and have a look. I think they just hook straight up and you just drag them. Some of the power ones may do. Like have like secondary discs. No, you see, just pull that and you just pull that again. It's just a 3-point hitch. I don't know if that would work on the back of the combine though, a 3-point hitch. As long as it's got, let's have a look. Look at a shop. As long as it's got, let me in the shop, please. Thank you. Something like that on it, I guess it'd be fine. Or that again would be fine. Anything that's got that sort of like dolly attachment on the front. Don't know how to work with cosplay though, because that's a lot. The combine's a lot larger vehicle than the tractor. Let's go and see how these dudes are doing. Let's see, where's my Massey? I suspect he's going to probably turn this way, because I've never seen a car come across here. This from this side, or from the left side anyway. On the right side you do see him. Again, I'll take it to the sea now, so this technically should work because it's about the same size as a tractor, so as long as it sits behind the tractor again, I think this one will work. I might just get 2 of these. I'll start spending. Because then it saves on the whole having to separately fertilise. But again, I'm curious to... Oh, I'm running out of seed anyway on this. I'm curious to see if I can get the fertiliser to work as well. I am curious to see that. Bring up the uh-oh, I see a problem already. It's not letting me fill up from this side. Ooh, there we go. Let's test it. That's all we can do. What's the worst that's going to happen? I'm going to have to reload the game. Well, seeders and harrows. We'll be upgrading those, some wider ones of those at some point as well. Because again, the faster these get done, the better, really. I'll still keep some of the smaller stuff for the smaller fields around. But like stuff like this would do the field twice as fast than the stuff like this up the other end of the field, up on field 13 or 12, wherever it is. Right, so seed and fertilising, course generation, field 11, generate field, course, thank you. It should be the right size, it should auto have detected it. Yeah, 9 meters, just double check. Yeah, 9 meters. Cool beans. Right, so now I just need to load in. What field is this? Field 11. And hope this works. If it doesn't, we've got plan B. Drive course at first point, please. Now this is one of those ones where I'm probably going to tell it to back up on the actually, there's the house at the end. The only thing where it suffers might have the problems where it hits the tree. I'm just going to be on the safe side and have it back up. First waypoint drive. Actually, it's wheat. Yeah, drive. Where is it? Turn on field, activated. Cool. Let's see what happens. What works and what doesn't work? That is the mighty question. That's almost out. Actually, I want to see where they fix the problem, because I didn't get to see if it fixed the problem where it lifts the front one. So when I first started using Courseplay, it just drag it around. Does it still just drag it around? This is again all stuff I normally test off screen, so then I don't like to look like an idiot. Oh, it works. It lifts the head up. That's good to see. It used to just drag it when I first started doing this. The only thing I don't like about this case is the engine noise. It sounds a bit rattly. See what's doing best where. I might just buy another one of those smaller headers though, because so then I can sewing machines. They're too big. I might buy one of these because that's bigger. How much is that? So it's 3 meters. No, it's smaller, isn't it? See, look, you can see the PTO on these, definitely. is like a rucksack, like. And they don't take that much to power them. And that's relatively cheap. That one's really cheap, that one. Just needs a front weight, which we've got. I'll buy it. Because it's relatively cheap. And I know it should work. Let's get the fent out. Oops. Where are you, Mr. Fent? There you are. Then we've got them all working at the same time rather than just sitting around doing nothing. Just increases the amount of work I have to do then. Well, it doesn't increase the amount of work, what am I thinking? It decreases the amount of time having to play the game. Especially with that new Field 10 that we've got owned now. That's going to take another few hours to do. I'll show other bits I've been buying as well off screen, peeps. The farm should generate money per day now. A lot more money per day. Well, not a lot more money, but a fair amount of money per day. I'd say enough to sort of like at least cover courseplay hired workers' wages and a bit more. Attach. Yeah, this definitely has a PTO on it. Look, see it there. I think anything that has the ability to, I guess anything that has the ability to sow directly into the soil needs a PTO. Or anything that doesn't. See, this doesn't really need a front weight because it feels okay steering wise, but we'll stick one on there anyway. Anything that doesn't sow directly into the stubble or the harvested land doesn't, because it's having to just drag it through the dirt. It's not having to sort of like chop up the existing land. There's my guess. I'd say the best course of action: ask a farmer. not an idiot like me. Right, let's drive this round south there. Look at the back of this. Is it overly wide? It's only slightly wider than the header I've been using anyway, so I think we'll be alright. I think we can risk it for a chocolate biscuit. Now I need to drive this end, don't I? Though it doesn't really, yeah, it does matter, because I've got the course running the other way. Right, so it's on wheat. Actually, I better go and fill it up with some wheat before I do anything else. Idiot Kev. Tinker's going, Kev, you're heading to the field and you're not filling the seeder up. Kev, do you realise you're heading to the field and not filling the seeder up? Kev, do you realise the field's not... You're heading towards the field. I'm not filling your seeder up. He's like, no. Right. Oh, wow. Let's see that. That's pretty cool. It's got a little ladder and everything. Let's fold that back up again. Zoink. Roink. And, okay, I'm holding up the guy. Yeah, I'm sorry. Actually, this is good. good opportunity to see what happens here. That's full. Good. See what happens with this dude. If he gets snagged, we know we're in trouble. I don't think he's filling up though. If he is, I'm very surprised he's not filling up. That's a pain. And he crashes on that. Right, okay. I'm gonna have to restart because he's already made a start across. Actually, no, yeah, I'm gonna have to restart because otherwise it's gonna. Quick game because they've already made a start. I'm gonna have to replay that. Right, okay. I will grab a drink at this opportunity. I shall return. Give me 2 seconds. Right, I'm back. Right, while I've got the opportunity to do this, I'm sure. Let's have a quick look and see what's in the mods for Cedars. Show. I've got that one installed. I didn't activate it though. I've got those installed. Is that a cedar? It can't be a cedar. They're going to be too wide. I know they are. Looking at that, yeah. Unless it folds up, but again it won't. I don't think it will. That's nice. It's got a 3 meter working head. Again, it's not that much bigger than those other ones. This looks like a conventional. This one, that's the one I wanted to use because that's quite small. It's slightly wider than a tractor. There's a bit of a risk on that. A little bit of a risk. Back. Right. There's nothing else on there that's looks any decent, so back. Is that it? Is there any other cedars or anything? And again, planters. That's only going to plant stuff. I'll have to go around looking for some proper decent cedars on one of the mod hubs, I think. Right, let's see if it's installed. It should be installed on here somewhere. Actually deselect that because I haven't got that actually in the game yet. I've got it, but I haven't actually got it in the game. Where are you, Cedar? That Fent, I tried that Fent off screen on the mod hub site. Oh, well, on my mod testing map. It's okay. You can get that off of the hub actually. It's got a weird thing with the pedal. When you go to brake, you'd see the pedal sort of like launch through your knee, which is really strange. There it is. That's the one I need. That I've tried. That's quite good actually. That's quite a good mod, but that's not mod hub one. That's a bit weird. The manual attacher kind of works, but doesn't. Right, that's it. Grab my keyboard. Right. Let's start again, shall we? No, not all over again. Right. Cedars. Where are you gone? Oh, I'm looking for cedars there. Right. I know that should work. Bye. I just hope it isn't too wide for the back of the... And I'll use the Fent for that on the smaller fields. Let's try and negotiate my way out of this without too many hassles. I should just drive the Massey out in the first one. Right. Open says me. Open says me. Right. It's probably going to need... I suspect it needs a front weight. I'll just grab one just to be on the safe side. Doesn't say it needs one, and if I remember rightly, it can, because it it doesn't really lift off the ground anyway. It only just drags it along by the rear wheels. I do remember it being a bit glitchy in 17. They could have improved upon that. Doubt it. Right, let's go back out over here. Get rid of the help menu. Don't need that just now. Forget what we sold. It was useless. What was it we sold? I didn't need any more. I'll bring that. I should have brought that up with me actually. Oh well. I'll remember in a sec. It's like, don't need that anymore. It kind of lifts it off the ground, I guess. But then those back wheels stabilise it. But I would still want to wait on that, just on the safe side. I still think the engines sound a bit more taxy. Just my imagination, I suspect. That shouldn't be that much wider. It's not that much wider than the tractor. I didn't go that close to it. Right, that's more or less full. That's full. I'll get this on a smaller field. In fact, what I'll do is I'll get this on that field over there. It's the smallest out of the three of them. They're over there. Close that lid back up, don't need it open. Right, start again, shall we, peeps? Sorry about this. Right, course generation first. Actually, let's do settings. Settings? Okay. Oh yeah. 3 minutes, it's already worked it out, but I always it's best to be sure. We'll get caught out. Course generation, yep. Field 11. Generate course. And then bring in seed, reef, lime, seed and fertilizer fill. 11. That first waypoint. Right. And he should. We'll soon find out whether he works or not. If it don't, it's not overly a problem. It is and isn't. Why is he opening that back cover up? Oh. I can look at that. As long as it works. I like the fact, I love this. Again, this the real dirt texture mod. This makes it look more immersive. I'm not going to say Mr. Daggerwin's phrase. Right. Daggerwin, Mr. Robot. Did you have to work over Easter at all? Thinky? Alright, see you later, mate. Hope you have a good evening. If I don't catch you later. Good man. I don't blame you. Nice. Got Easter off. I'm surprised they let you get away with that. Anyway, you go and enjoy your bath. And if I'm still here, I'll see you then. If not, I'll see you when I see you, matey. What was it I saw over there? I can't remember. I'll remember later. It was something over here. What was it? There's a seed, I'm sure it was. Oh well. Oh, there's this, wasn't it? Yeah, this wretched thing. Because that's no good for course play generations. So that's going in back to the shop. And then I'll hire again, just to make sure it all works. Because I don't want to spend the money if I don't have to. Yeah, this thing's useless. If it folded up or some jazz, then I could understand it. But I just can't understand it in a game sense of view or a real practical sense of view. Because you're going to be having driving like this on the side of the road, or hope that the road you're driving on is humongous. I suspect, I hate to say it, but I suspect in real life it has some methods of folding up. And they can tie it from the end or something. I just can't see reality how that would work. Let's sell it. Bye bye. Thank you very much. Right, okay. And then let's go back over to where this all seems like deja vu. Right. Over here. Stop. Rent. I'm going to rent that one because that's the whole... rent, lease. If not, I can always, if it does work but doesn't work, the same token, just double check, make sure the horsepower on this is good. Garage, what was it? Garage. Leased items. 270 horsepower, owned out items. $235. Okay, I'm gonna have to. I can tow this back to the. There's nothing stopping me towing this back to the farm with this. I just can't use it to seed with it. It'd kill it. Kill the poor old JCB. Right, let's throw it here for now. Throw this over here. Garage. That's 280. That's 270. I'll use the Massey then to transport that because it's cutting it fine. Otherwise, whoa! Almost crashed. This fills up with both, doesn't it? Fills up with seed and fertilizer. Start filling, please. Yes. Actually, I've just had a little cunning plan. If I look at any of these, they all take exactly the same path, don't they? It's only sure it's really close to this. If not, because I'm sure I drove. Yeah, I'm sure it's about there. I think it's gonna work. I think it's gonna work. Place your bets, peeps. Place your bets. And then I can actually buy one. Oh, I should have filled up with fertilizer, idiot. Let's jump up here. Ooh. That was risky. Thank you. Close the lid on that. At least then it seeds and fertilises at the same time. hang on. 2.5, of course. I'm trying to figure out what. It was field 13, isn't it? Field 12. Aha, is there. Right, okay, cool. Did wonder, I've forgotten what I'd actually recorded along here. So then I can start myself up the other opposite end of the field. Just don't drive over my own crop again. Line myself up. Roughly, that'll do. That. Course generation. That. Generate course. And then this is field 12, right, so that should work in theory. Drive, make sure it's on wheat, which it is. It's not full, which doesn't help, but that's fine. Off it goes. So this in the case of the only things that will be able to really pull these. So I'm back at the same problem as I had before. This comes to seeders. The Vacostat doesn't fertilise, but again that's not a big problem. Wow, that's only needs 150 horsepower again. That looks too massive to me. I could probably get away with this, but I don't think I'm getting away with that. That thing just looks huge. Yeah, that thing just, yeah, there's no way I'm going to get even bothered with that one. That. Yowzers, that thing looks huge. One of these definitely might get, just as a knockback to 17, 15, whatever. We definitely have to sell the seeders now though. This is going to have to go. It's a shame. I'll take that back to the farm myself. I've missed a bit. Why is it missing bits? Did it not work out the area? Or something? If it misses this again, I'm gonna go nuts. No, I didn't miss that one. Has it actually missed it? I don't think it has. Looking at that, it doesn't look like it has. It's just missed the texture. Let's walk over there. As soon as it's seeded, it's just a weird little texture thingy going on there. How much? I'm just going to quickly go back shopping again. Yeah. That takes both, but it's not. Again, it's only 3 meters. 3.6, and it's quite long as well. It's quite a long old beast of a machine. And I want to try and increase the amount of work I get done, not decrease it. How was that? 3 meters. See, they're fine for small fields. So all bets lay on this really, because of how Vegastad is just no good. Well, it's not alright. It'll probably work. It's just then I'd have to fertilise the. I just don't think at the moment Courseplay is going to work. Excuse me. With the twin Bowser things, I just get a sneaky feeling it's going to do exactly the same thing as it was. The fertiliser, it doesn't matter too much because you can just fill up the one Bowser. I'll hang about until these things are done for you guys. What I could do, if I get on with getting on with how well I'd have, because cows and that need feeding. Yeah, they need feeding. Water. Might as well jump in the case as it's here. All the other tractors on the side before, look at that. Oh, the JCB's over here, didn't have enough power, did it? So I used the JCB to do that. I'll show you guys again for the people watching the stream later, or the archives later on, what I've done to generate some more money around the farm. As you know, I've got the greenhouses up and running. I've also bought an additional solar panel. Straw. Yes, the additional solar panel is up just behind the house. Actually, it's just up. I'll jump over to this quickly. Just over here, as you can see, it's slightly larger. It's the largest panel of them all. In fact, these trees getting in its way doesn't help in reality. It is early in the morning. As the sun comes up and over, that they get the most light during the day. It's just they don't get the full effective light. I could just cut that tree down, or a couple of these trees down. So that tree is probably causing the problems. One of these, but I won't. It doesn't warrant it. Chickies are doing right. They could do probably a bit of cleaning. This will be the test. I think this one's going to run out first. There's no stripe down there, suggesting that it's missed a bit. It's missed a bit along there as well. I've got a weird feeling this is missing bits. Just a weird feeling, peeps. Don't see why it would be, but why is that all just like that colour? It's going to be very minute if it is. I mean very minute. It is missing a bit. So it's got bits there, and it hasn't got bits there. It's weird. It's been limed as far as I'm aware, and it's been seeded as far as I'm aware. I'll let you know in the next episode whether that actually grows or leaves lines, or we'll know why it leaves lines when I do the next episode. We'll go, look, it's got lines. Right. That can go. I can get that. Oh, really? Let's walk over to the other side of the farm. This is a trick for you guys that get this problem with courseplay. Go up opposite side of the map, and then you find that that problem of the traffic disappears, and then you go back to what you're doing. Or just turn off the traffic, that's another option. See how what I was on about earlier, look how little it uses fertiliser. I think this is the more cost effective way of doing the whole fertilising and seeding at the same time, because With liquid fertilising, I think you'd probably use like 4 times as much fertiliser than you would with solid fertilising this way. If you know what I mean. On this game. I don't know how it works out in reality. In reality it's probably quite similar. Well, I don't know, because they'd have to... Well, they dilute it. They dilute fertiliser with water, if memory likes. They put it into a mixture. So then it absorbs into the ground. It would probably work out more cost effective liquid fertiliser. That's got a funny feeling that's going to cause trouble. I'm going to ask him to turn on the field. The next one he gets, because I've got a funny feeling he's going to smack into that tree or that house or something daft like that. This will be the test. This should run out about halfway across the field or just over. We'll see if this works. If this does work, you know where I'm going to go with these peeps. If it doesn't work, I'm going to have to sort of like swear a lot off screen. Mainly at myself for being an idiot. And rethink what I'm going to do next. Because it works for the planters, I can't see why it don't work for these. I still have a sneaky suspicion about this one though. I've got a funny feeling that's going to be causing problems all along the line. Does this seed replant? That is a question I need to ask myself. Carriage. Because if it does, what I might do is just drive across them myself and just get to replant behind me. Off screen, of course, peeps. I just get a sneaky suspicion. Actually, what I'm going to show you, I'm going to while we're waiting. That's not going to be in the way, is it? That's driving back. Let's quickly see if this works. I'm going to show you what I was going to show you in a sec. See, this is more practical. Definitely more practical. Both from course play point of view and traffic point of view. I could see that thing with that big wide header being a problem long term down the line. Oh, he's in those... Ah, idiot. Of course, yes. I'm in your way, aren't I? Yeah. I forgot about this. All the excitement. Let me just fill this up with straw. Cover it back up. Drive out your way, because I'm in your way. Sorry, bud. That was close. Yeah. I'll get out your way. Go and drive this down to the cows in a sec. Let me just see if this works. There probably wasn't much seed left. Oh, there was a bit. No, there wasn't none. Obviously there's no seed left in there. now will this work? Cross your fingers, peeps. Cross your fingers. It's close enough. Yeah! It looks a bit close for that other one though. There is a bit of a gap there though. I wonder if there's enough of a gap. But that one definitely works. Which is cool for small fields. Not so good for anything else. I get a weird feeling about that because it keeps it missing at least every other line. It's roughly about the same sort of distance. Let's see what happens next. See, that looks a bit far out to me. That looks majorly far out to me. So it is missing stuff. It's not showing up as being missing on here. Looks joined up. Well, hopefully that works as a plan B. If not, double check if that thing can directly sow seeds. Least items. It's this one, isn't it? Yeah, you can. Whether it'll work or not, I don't know. A bit of a weird one, that. It's definitely at the other end of the field. That has definitely missed a bit. Though it's because again I'm standing right between the two. There isn't. Looking at the texture, there isn't any gap there at all. It's just a weird gap in the soil type. Doesn't bother me too much. Looking at that, actually looks very close. Looking at the edge there. Yeah, it looks very close. I reckon it might be alright, peeps. I hope. Well, you'll know either way by the next episode. But I think I'm going to leave it at that, peeps. Just one, there's no one watching. Two, it's getting a bit late for me. I've got to get cracking on with other bits and pieces. But I hope you guys and girls enjoyed both the episode and the stream. If you did enjoy it, please don't forget to like. If you didn't enjoy it for any reason, again, guys and girls, please feel free to dislike, but leave comments down below. Either way, so then I can improve in the future. If you know anyone else that may also enjoy watching this, guys and girls, please feel free to share. Now, I don't mind you sharing. And if you're new to my channel, you'll see future episodes of this or anything else I'm working on, or future live streams as well. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, so then you're aware of what I'm doing when I'm doing it. I'll see you in the next one. TTFN.